Hey guys, Covex here, taking a look at WarZ, which is still in beta, but I wanted to throw this out there since I did do a review on DayZ, and a lot of people are wondering the difference between WarZ and DayZ, so I thought this would actually help you out in seeing which one you guys actually are looking forward to. The DayZ is still in the mod development, working on standalone. And WarZ is actually beta form for right now, and to get into the beta is super easy. They were supposed to do closed beta, but I believe you can still go out and just buy the game, and if you pre-buy the game they'll let you into the beta. And the beta is actually running pretty smooth. Today they did have some issues because they were doing a patch update where there was only like 5 to 10 servers up at a time and they're all completely full. But other than that, they've been throwing out patches like crazy, non-stop, adding new and more new stuff just every couple of days, it seems like. They did one on Halloween, they did one now, which is 2 days after Halloween. And they just keep adding more to make the gameplay better, which is good. You need to start doing that, especially because there was some really bad issues, even though it was still beta form, that they addressed right away, so that's cool. The thing is a lot of people don't understand what is going to be in the WarZ compared to DayZ, and I'll just get started with the survivors. As you can see, this character's dead. It should take me a while to actually kill this character off because I tried starving myself to death, and that obviously doesn't kill you in the beta for some reason right now, so I had to jump a cliff. But so you have a revive timer. So after this goes all the way around, it's usually about an hour, then you can revive this character and start playing it again. That's called normal mode. And with that, you actually get to keep your stats. Like, so my in-game time played is actually 2 days, 20 hours, and 51 minutes. So, and then I have almost 40 zombie kills. I killed 1 bandit, no civilians, which means I didn't kill anyone that's not a bandit or lawbringer or anything, so those are civilians, so my character would be a civilian. I'm not aligned with anything. My last map was the only map that's available right now. You can make female characters, and you can make these military looking characters, which are it's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they're gonna add more to it, because I will just create a character right now, and so you can see it's hardcore or normal. I'll put this on hardcore just because why not, right? DayZ's hardcore all the time, and I'm not really gonna worry too much about my stats on this, so we'll do hardcore. It looks like they're gonna add a new character, which is locked. Let's see. I guess this is locked for me, but yeah, so looks like Nathan Drake's gonna be joining the party. Cool, I guess. You're probably something you have to buy into to get. You have the normal default guy, Austin, here, which kind of to me just looks like an ex-police officer or a guard somewhere. So kind of rugged guy. You can only really change what your top and bottom looks like, and you get just preset heads. So nothing too in-depth right now. You got this ex-marine looking guy, so he looks like some of the guys that you would see just roaming around with a shotgun by himself. Kind of creepy looking guys would always help you out, with the vest and no shirt, because that's how buff 80-year-old guy would roll, I guess. And then you got Michelle here, which all the faces kind of just look the same. It's either you have her old as fuck or you have her young. So, and you just change her top color. So nothing really too impressive with this character. So, but we'll jump into something and make something. This is kind of cool because I didn't see this before. They must have just added it in. So always having a new character is pretty cool. But we'll make one of these hardcore looking guys. We'll make him mustache. We'll give him the black with he's kind of, we'll give him camo. And we'll go ahead and just create this character, and then I guess my character name is too short. So there we go. So we make this character so it's ready, so no stats, no nothing. My experience still stays the same. The next thing to move on to is the marketplace. In this game, there is in-game currency, which is the blue which I have 81 of, and then there's game currency, which I believe is what you can buy through their own free-to-play kind of system, so you can actually give real money to get in-game items, like if you need a flashlight, because everyone knows you need a flashlight when it's like nighttime so you can get killed, right? Or if you want a spiked baseball bat. But the green orb, I don't know what that one is yet. So, and I know the $81 I have, you actually find in-game, which is pretty cool. So off killing zombies that have money on them and stuff like that. They did add a new thing, which is a Halloween special. So this is actually a helmet, because they do have helmets in the game, and the face mask, which the face masks are pretty creepy if you run into someone just like eyeballing you with a rifle and he has one of these on. So I thought that was kind of interesting and pretty cool to actually develop in your character. Also with the ammo, you notice that these ones, it's one mag, but it's a lot of money, so you can't sit there and be like, oh, I got this gun, I'm just gonna pay real money and play to win kind of thing. That's what they stressed a lot, is this game isn't play to win, or pay to win. But then you got the food, which I honestly don't know why you would buy these, but people I guess would buy them. Then you got these time capsules, which the time capsules are actually pretty cool. You write notes on them, and you can lay them down, and people can follow them. And you can actually make like breadcrumb trails, but a lot of people are probably going to use these to trap people. Because let's say you do follow one, and it's like, I'm going up into these North Hills for blah, blah, blah. So you go up to look, and someone's just like camping there, and when you pick it up, they'll just kill you. That's how I see these working. But that's because my experience when I first played this game was really, really rough. So, but then you have attachments, so if you really want to get killed with a gun, you can put a flashlight on it. Okay, but yeah, those are just the marketplace. The community stuff isn't up yet, and the options, just standard options, your general, control, language, so on, and then quit. But let's jump, or actually, there's one last thing, is inventory. So inventory in the game is, there are these things called strongholds. If you're next to a stronghold, then you can actually drop all your stuff into a global loot. So all these guns and stuff I have are just global. I just found them, and I went and threw them in there. Most of these I actually got from bandits. Which I guess carrying a buttload of guns as a bandit is a good thing. And then some ammo. The hatchet was actually pretty cool to find, but there's baseball bats in the game. All these masks I just found, which if you notice, you can actually purchase them, but at the same time you can still find all these. So it's either, if you want to buy them you can, but they're not necessary to actually get the item. And this helmet right here, you actually can't buy that helmet in the auction house, so that was kind of a rare find to get. And then binoculars, which I don't know why I have fucking 5 binoculars, but whatever, right? I guess let's give my character one. So let's see, what survivor am I on? So we'll go with this one. We'll go inventory. He has nothing, so we'll just we'll give him some binocs, which we'll put in the 6 key. We'll give him some way to heal himself, so we'll give him painkillers. We'll just do 2, I don't want to overdo it. We'll put those as the 5 key. And let's see. I'll give him a couple bottles of water. And a couple chips. So, I'm not going to sit there and deck him out in fucking body armor and all this stuff, so we'll just see how far we can go from pretty much nothing. The binocs are the biggest upgrade. When you start off with character, normally you get a drink, some food, and I think a flashlight. So, but I'm not going to go for the guns. But let's actually get into the gameplay of WarZ, because that's what people are most interested in, not just the, can you make a character, what does it look like? And there are a lot of servers. I play on the European servers right now just because the US servers are really full, and these have a lot of low pop servers, so if I wanted to jump in and actually show you guys what's going on, I can, without having to worry about people just killing me right away. And so we'll just jump on to this random server right here. These favorites, They actually break into broken hearts once you log off, so you know what server you're on when you logged off too. And they have recent and favorite servers. So we'll just jump into this. The servers actually do load up pretty quick too. So if you're used to DayZ where you hit something and you wait and it loads and it retrieves character and it loads and does this stuff and it loads and then it does something else and then finally you're in, this just has one, so which is pretty cool. I know in the standalone for DayZ they'll actually sit there and change it, but as for right now the mod still takes a long time to load. There are no vehicles in this game. They did double the size of the map from last week to this week, which is pretty cool, and they upped how many people can be on a server to 40. But let's see. Oh, and it spawned me right in the middle of a safe zone, which is good and bad. Okay, so what this is a stronghold, or a safe zone. And as you can see, warning, this is a safe zone, alpha testing facility is subject to change. So you can change this anytime, so don't take this as this is permanent. Pretty much what it is when you're here, you cannot fire a gun or attack anyone. So if there's other players here, you can chill out. And I think what they're trying to do with that is make it so you can sit there and have your own place to kind of relax. So let's say you want to meet up with friends, but you don't want to go through the hassle of like worrying about people killing you and this and that. If you are at a safe zone, you can actually do, I want to say they're going to do player housing, but I don't know how they're going to do it. We're talking some stuff about it, and I don't think they put out any videos on it so far, but it sounds really interesting. As you can see, this is the middle of the night, right? And the sky is amazing. Like, I don't even know how to put this. When you look up in DayZ, the sky is just whatever, a sky, right? Actually, you don't see anything because it's usually so dark. But this is the middle of the night, and as you can see with my options, I'll show you, my brightness isn't really that high. So I'm not sitting there just cranking up the brightness to see anything. You can just see. So I don't know why you would need a flashlight or anything such as that. And also you start off with a map. So my little arrow there at the castle stronghold, or castle settlement stronghold, that's pretty cool to have, especially if you're trying to group up with people. And right now they don't have the group system in, so you can see where you're going. So if I wanted to, I could plot out a plan of where I'm going to go and just pick it out. In this part, I don't know exactly where I want to go first because I don't have anything. And the last thing I want to do is to run into the Andrew Bandit or any of the neutral people without a weapon or anything. So I might try to turn around and run back up here and go through the back canyon to the south. But we'll see. So, ambiance in the game is actually really good too. They did a really good job with it. I hope I can actually show you the one sound clip that when you're really close to when you're really close to the mountains, or these little hills right here, they actually have some giant screaming, I want to say Yeti sound. And if you're not kind of prepared for it, it freaks you the fuck out because it's really loud. I did turn my in-game sound down a little bit so I can actually talk to you without you hearing everything just echoing in the background. There isn't voice chat in the game, which they said they were going to add, so you will have voice chat, which will be cool. Kind of excited for that. The other thing is in the bottom left corner of your screen, you can see I have a guy standing up in all red. That's actually your health, or as you would say, your blood meter. Once it goes down, you can take anything from painkillers to an antidote to like a syringe to cure yourself, because supposedly you can get infected and I think pass it on to people unless you have a medical antidote. So that seems like it would be pretty cool, but that's not in the beta yet, so you could just sit there and take painkillers to get your health up. To get your health up too, you don't have to stop moving. So if you have bandages, Everyone's probably going to be used to, oh, I got bandage in myself, I'll stop, do that, right? Well, in this one you don't have to. They do have bleeding, which I have bled in the game once, but it didn't kill me or do anything too severe. And basically what that did was it just had puddles of blood on the ground when I walked, and I just had to bandage myself. And that was about it. But I did want to talk about when I first started this beta. The reason it was so bad was because I got onto a full server because they were all full. So I just wanted to play, so I jumped on something. Well, it was nighttime like this, but my brightness was turned down a little bit, so I had to kind of use the flashlight. And I'm so used to DayZ where when it's dark, you have to use a flashlight or night vision goggles, right? So I started pulling that out, and I think within 20 seconds of me figuring out how to pull the flashlight out, a guy just ran up and shot me. And that happened for a good 2 to 3 hours before I just said screw it, waited until the next day and got on a low pop server and started playing. And I didn't actually get to see a zombie on my first day because I died so much from people just running around killing me, just in groups. Like, there was either one guy that would kill you, or there would be a group of people who were just like taking shots off everyone, because the map was half the size it is now, so all the stuff I'm in didn't exist. So you had 30 people just running around pretty much next to the only city that was there, just killing one another. So it was just a giant PvP battle. And they said guns are supposed to be really rare in this game, but they're not. Sniper rifles, I haven't ran into one yet, but there's a lot of people out there that actually have them. In side chat, some of the people will sit there and tell you if they have sniper rifles, the ones that don't want to like kill the innocent players, which is kind of helpful. Like, it's nice of them. So there should be a hole on this wall here that they added when they made the map bigger that I can go through. Hopefully I don't run into anyone, because I have nothing to defend myself. So I probably should have just gave my guy the hatchet. At least that would have helped out a little bit. But we'll man on. It's only hardcore, right? So, and also the day and night cycles, how they work is it doesn't go by what time it is on the server. It goes by, I don't know the exact terms, but oh, see, there is that Yeti sound. I don't know the exact terms, but it's pretty much how some games go. Every minute is an hour in game. It's kind of like that, except not extreme, because I played on a server once for a couple hours straight, and I watched it go from day to night to day again. So you don't sit there and log in at 9 o'clock at night, and you won't expect it to be 9 o'clock at night. It can actually be, let's say you play 3 in the morning or whatever, it will be, you know, daytime sometimes. So the nights aren't really that long, and the days aren't really that long. So it kind of helps out if you log in, but you don't really want to play at night, but then you notice that like the sun's coming up, and you're like, oh, well, this is cool, I'll just stay on the server. So it kind of just prevents you from server hopping so much. So they did add a grass texture to lower settings on your graphics. So if you run it as the lowest setting to the highest, there's still going to be grass in the game, which is cool. I didn't really notice it at first, but when they actually added it in, it didn't make a difference to the gameplay. The rocks still are kind of iffy when you walk on them. Oh, they actually don't make a sound right now. But some of the rocks, when you walk on them, make a metallic noise. And if you notice, I don't have footsteps because they're still kind of working on that aspect of making, dirt sounds to rock sounds to metal sound. So there isn't any footsteps well, at least too many in the game. Like if you fall on sprint, you can hear something, but other than that. Okay, so there is a construction site up here that I know about. Mainly because I spent about 2 weeks or so actually camping this area out, because there wasn't any zombies that spawned up here. And there was only one way in and one way out. So that meant you can camp up here and see if anyone's coming in towards you or if anyone's leaving out. Actually, it would just be one way, so you can actually just hide up in the rocks that were over there, and you can see everything that's going on. The cool thing is buildings here, you can go into most of them. Like, not all of them, but you can, I believe, go into at least 80% of the buildings that are out there, if not more. So when you actually run into a city, you can see exactly what's going on. Here's the weird ambiance noise. So it seems like people are actually logging onto the server, which is cool. Hopefully I can find some sort of melee weapon. Flashlights can actually be used as melee weapons also. I don't know how to turn the light off on it, or even if you can right now, so if you equip the flashlight, it'll always have the light on, so that's something to be wary about. So yeah, I don't think they put zombies in here yet. At least I hope not. Hope they didn't put people in here yet either. Okay, so a water bottle. If you notice it was blue when you just hold E, that's just really quick looting. So you can pick up stuff fairly fast. Let's go upstairs. So you don't have to sit there and dink around with a inventory that you have to have a PhD to actually use. There's jumping in the game too, which is pretty cool. So if you ever get chased by a zombie and you don't have any weapons or anything, but you don't want to die, if you can come across any boxes that you can jump on, just jump on top of them. And the zombies can't hit you as of right now. Let's see if there's anything back here. A flare. Flares don't work as good as they do in DayZ. They could just be something that they're still working on too. Like beta, right? But when you throw them, you're not really like afraid that everyone in the entire city is gonna see you because you threw a flare. Which is cool. Because there's a lot of times when I sit there and play DayZ and I'm just like, I don't want to shoot the gun. I don't want to throw this flare. I don't want to turn on a flashlight. Because you're just kind of afraid of other people. It's not really the zombies. I can care less about the zombies in that game. More afraid that someone's going to see it and come take their time to come out and find where I threw that flare and just shoot me. Because they have night vision goggles or they have an infrared scope. Yes, and I hit the tab a lot to bring up the screen because I want to see how many bandits get on a server. Because if you're sitting there and there's like 15 bandits that are on, or 5 or 10 or whatever, you don't really want to chill on that server. Because that usually means that it's going to be a clan thing. And they're just going to rape everyone. And that's something I don't really want to deal with. I did spawn up next to someone in a grocery store once. The server went down and I jumped back on one of the servers. And when I loaded in, I turned the corner and this guy started loading in. And so I hid and he ran past me without looking in my direction. And I ended up just running out. Which I could have been a total ass and just killed him because I did have an assault rifle. And he had a shotgun. So I did outrange him quite a bit. So if I wanted to, I could have took him out fairly simple. Shotguns in the game are no joke either. If you're close range to someone that has a shotgun and you have an assault rifle, you're probably going to die. Looks like they either took some of the loot out or someone's been here. Oh, also, you want to check vehicles, because sometimes vehicles can have loot in them, such as guns or food. And they're really easy to see if anything has or items in it, because they glow blue. Well, there's going to be a town down there. Which I did give myself binocs. So there's gonna be a town down there, which I know of. Looks like there's zombies already spawned. So I'm gonna go from this way because I know there's a restaurant and a grocery store that's on this side. And hopefully I don't run into anyone. Just one bandit on so far. The other thing too is I said that the DayZ people are actually nicer than the WarZ, in the fact that if you have a gun in DayZ, a lot of times they'll just hold you up or leave you alone and just say friendly and you're on your way. In this one, since you have to type and people are afraid to take their hands off their mouse and keyboard, they'll just kind of eyeball you for a little bit and then decide, well, I'm just going to kill this person. And that's their choice, and that's what they go for. They don't give you really that much of a warning. Sometimes you'll hear someone say friendly, but it's not where they'll... I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's not the same feeling as DayZ, especially if you have a gun in this game and you're just walking around sporting a gun. You're probably just going to be shot at. No one really takes you as a threat when you're just running around with nothing. Like if you have a flashlight out, like they'll eyeball you and see if you have anything. But as soon as they know that you have a gun, it's on. They're gonna either stay away from you, not even say friendly or anything like that, or they're just gonna start killing you. So the best bet is if you do actually run into someone, if they don't notice you, don't say anything. But if they do notice you, either try to type friendly and have them go on their way, and if they try to stay with you, just either run or take them out. Because you can take a couple shots in this game. Because I got attacked once and took 3 shots before I actually hid and healed up and took out the guy that shot me. But it's not something you're going to sit there and want to do every time. So, and as you can see, that house right there you can go into. There's a barn down there that usually has some pretty good loot. I just don't know if I'm willing to just jump in through the window and try to find it. Yeah, because I'm getting zombies around me now. I don't know how far their range is. So, yeah, I'm not going that way. So I don't know how far their range is of when they'll start hearing you or seeing you. And it looks like someone took out the bandit. But, when they do come after you, you don't have to actually just run and forever and hope that they lose you or hope that you can get to woods or something. If you outrun them through town and stuff or into the woods, they'll actually just stop running after you. I don't know if that's how they wanted them to be or what they wanted to actually do with it. But I mean, I'm fine with that. It's cool. So you don't really have to stop and try to kill the zombies if you don't want to. It is possible for you to outrun them. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure that's a faking dead zombie. Okay. So there are zombies that actually play dead. And they'll actually lay on the ground and not move. And then when you get close enough, they'll just pop up and start chasing you. They don't run very fast. They're not like DayZ zombies where they're full off sprinting. They just kind of jump up and they keep their hands down and just waddle really fast at you. Shit, this only had a water bottle. Last time I was in this barn, it actually had a weapon. So, yeah, so if you come across the zombie that's actually laying on the ground, don't just assume that someone killed it, because it can jump up and attack you. And if it does that, and you don't have anything like I have now, you're gonna just turn around and have to start running away. So, let's see. There should be a restaurant down there. Yeah, the bandit's gone. He must have logged onto a neutral tune. So let's see. I don't see anyone. Ah, shit, I lied. The restaurant's on the other side. Poop. I really want to get to that restaurant. I'll just go for it. There's a parking garage there, and a big building there. Yeah, so food in the game is actually kind of important too, compared to other games where if your health's low, or other games, compared to DayZ when your health's low, or your food's low and you just eat one thing and it automatically puts it to full. This doesn't do that. You'll have to eat probably like 10 or 15 fucking bags of potato chips just to get your health probably halfway, if not higher. Or not your health, your food, your hunger meter. Water, on the other hand, water bottles come abundant. There's a lot of them, usually. And you can drink a couple of those and get above half hydration levels pretty quick. So that's cool. I'm kind of glad that at least that goes up fast. But the food needs a little bit more work. If you come across like canned ham or canned food like tomatoes, then that does actually give you quite a bit health or food. I don't know where the zombie's at. Oh shit. We'll just go this way. Another thing is if you can hear the zombies, you are close enough for them to probably aggro you, so you should just crawl or crouch. Prone position in the game I have yet to actually use. I don't really find a purpose in it because I don't know, I just haven't found a purpose in it yet. Even if someone shoots at you, the last thing you want to do is just automatically drop down and just be like, oh, I'm hiding. Because that is not going to work. Well, let's see where else I can go. I can go to the police station or the hut. Every time I've been to the police station, I haven't found shit there besides a gas mask. So I'm kind of just gonna probably follow this road down. I am gonna put out more videos about WarZ, and I'm doing a lot more with DayZ. This video, first video, is gonna probably just be me just comparing it a lot to DayZ, because I'm trying to just help people pick which one they actually want. Do they want to spend the $30 for DayZ? Do they want to spend the, believe it's gonna be $30 for WarZ? It's just which one kind of suits them. As of right now, if you're looking, it's gonna hide in this tree. If you're looking for something that controls very well, this game's doing pretty good. Inventory, brilliant. Most simple inventory slot you can actually come across. Like if you want to just eat something, eat, drop item, there you go. You want to use item, drop item, there you go. You drag it, put it up here, you have number slots. Super easy, super just quick to use. So if I want to, I'll just drink something very fast. I'll be like, drink of water. Drink. Done. Cool. Don't have to sit there, crouch a character, go like you're gonna dig through the backpack, then have to mouse over which one, then open your backpack, and then upon opening your backpack, you gotta put it into your inventory. They did this one really good. And yes, I know DayZ is a mod, and they haven't done anything with the inventory yet. I know they will in standalone. It's just, most games should be like this. There should be no reason for you to sit there and have to have a user manual just to fucking grab a can of soda out of a backpack in your inventory of a game. So, but yeah, I'm really excited with that. I don't know if the armor actually gives you anything, like the headpiece. So if you, I haven't seen any of the chest pieces either. I don't know if they actually give you bonus armor in the game. I'm assuming they do, but I have yet to see a chest piece or anything in that nature. I don't even think they're in the beta yet. So, but yeah, as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit brighter. I believe the sun's gonna start peeking up here in probably in the next 20-30 minutes, which this video should be over by then. So maybe on the next episode, I can actually sit there and show you what this place looks like in daytime. Because the last thing you want to see is this all nighttime kind of gameplay, which isn't really too bad. And I'll try not to skip too much, so I probably won't come back to this character and be like totally decked out and have the best armor or ammo or weapon and doing all this crazy stuff. I'll just keep it the same. And I did upload one video for DayZ already, so if you guys want to check that out, I do have one more that I need to put on the site. I'll probably do it tomorrow or something. And I will make more videos with this. I have a friend who's gonna log in. I gave him a guest pass, so me and him are gonna play through this and see how the co-op actually works, if we can find each other. Hopefully we don't do what we do in DayZ and spawn on the complete opposite side of the world and have to spend the next 3.5 hours finding each other. But we'll see. So I'm trying to just run to a town. I'm really close. Yeah, I'm really close, but I think I'm just going to end it here. I did talk about a lot of stuff. I did a lot of comparison. Next video will be just like what I'm going to do in the DayZs. I'm not going to sit there and do comparisons anymore. Most of you guys can sit there and figure it out yourself. I don't have to walk you hand in hand through all this stuff. You can see it and decide on your own. I'm not rating these either. I'm not going to be like, this game's definite buy. 10 out of 10, 5 golden stars, or anything like that, because that's just stupid. You kind of have to play it yourself or watch videos, and then you decide. You decide if this is going to be something you want to spend time doing, if you want to support in the long run, or maybe you just haven't even really heard about it yet, and you just want to kind of check it out. As of right now, it's still beta, and the beta's been changing a lot. And I hope they keep adding more and more stuff to it, which I'm sure there's no limit to what they're gonna do. They did announce other maps. I believe New York is one of the maps that they want to put in. How fucking cool would that be to put New York in, minus all the water that's there right now? Which I feel really bad for those people. I have to not watch the news just for that. So, but for the people that are out there that have to deal with that, I'm really sorry, and I hope that you guys can actually get your power on and get back to normal really soon. But for you other guys who can actually sit there and play games and use power, definitely check this out. Even if you aren't really sure about it and you just saw this one kind of long video that I decided to put out about the game, it's right now it's still really fun. I have a lot of fun playing it. It's not DayZ, so I'm not completely burnt out, but I don't know. When the standalone comes out, I'm gonna check out DayZ, but I'm still gonna be playing this. So anyways, enough of me just blabbing on. Next video should be a little bit more interesting. Maybe I'll run into people who kill me and show you what it is to die, because that's always fun, right? So I will talk to you guys later, and hopefully in the next video I don't say so much. Okay, bye guys.